Welcome to the Stanton Chase Los Angeles Executive Search Podcast, where we discuss workplace issues right alongside real life issues and things happening right now, current today. I'm Dr. Nancy Jernigan, an executive search consultant with Stanton Chase LA. Today we're going to continue the conversation with Scott Bretschneider. And so Scott is back on the show with us. Hi, Scott.
Hi, Nancy. Thanks for having me again.
Well, we had such a great conversation last time. We actually said that we would continue our conversation regarding current trends, current shifts, culture, and how that overlaps with diversity, equity, inclusion, DE&I. We also probably this time will talk about JEDI, the Justice, Equity, Diversity, and Inclusion concept. So glad you're here again with us, Scott, to talk about current trends.
Yeah, thanks so much. Nancy, I think that the justice part of addition to DE&I has come up in the nonprofit sector and education, and that's definitely a strength for you. What is that really relating to these days?
Well, obviously DE&I, diversity, equity, inclusion, is very important in our executive search world and hiring and getting diverse candidates. Justice is a very important part of that and can have lots of different looks to it. Justice, equality, being fair to all types of people, all backgrounds, but it also can have that concept in the nonprofit world that justice is important because we want to serve all types of people. We want to serve the marginalized. Spending so much time in the nonprofit world, we're very aware of serving those needed and serving people who don't always get a voice and giving a voice to people who need a voice. So that concept behind JEDI, justice, equity, diversity, inclusion, is really critical in the nonprofit world.
I love it. Thanks for the explanation. That makes a lot of sense. And it seems to be helping to, get us deeper into how do we really make an impact for all, the people that we work with.
Right. And really important to Stanton Chase, not just Los Angeles, but Stanton Chase International, because one of our really important positions is that we also give back. Most offices internationally and in the United States, we have some form of giving back or serving somehow through our offices. So that's a very important idea to focus on in all of our offices, LA included.
Yeah, it's been great to see all the different offices select what cause they're going to support and donate to, and provide at least a more information and education and publicizing that venture.
Well, and one of the things, you can probably speak to this as well, but profit is very important in offices and in the world, but we know there's a large shift in purpose. So if someone's going to come to work for a company, they really want to know what are some of the purposes and values behind that company, because they want to find purpose in their work. And so there may be tasks that they're focused on, but they also understand there's a justice behind it. There's a diversity and equity and inclusion and serving those who need it behind it as well.
Yeah, that brings up a current point that I've been working with clients to really show them a cadre of candidates that come from different nationalities and backgrounds.
Yeah.
I have a current European client that is in really every major city around the globe, and we're building out their U.S. office on both coasts. And because of the diversity they already have, they're very obviously receptive to, seeing a cadre of candidates from different nationalities. So currently I've introduced French, Greek, Indian, Spanish, American candidates because they recognize the diversity already in the client that we've educated them about. And also with that group of very diverse people, I'm noticing that the shift that has occurred from, the career path being number one is now really moved to number two, and it's the family and your personal life and your own home life that really has moved into number one. And second is the career. And people are now in a position with a candidate-driven market to be very selective. So we're getting to be much like their guide to understand what relationships they may be in, where in the country or countries they want to be able to work from or work remotely. There's an expansion of a need to wanting to move into different markets for a couple of years and then move into another market for a couple of years. People, I think, are gaining an understanding that that type of work in different cultures and locations is really rewarding. It expands their network and also just to basically see a broader understanding of how global citizens are interacting and working these days.
That's a great point, that global citizens, because really Los Angeles is a big part of this, but the whole country, we're becoming more international in our citizens, and in that is the workforce. Even though that's been true somewhat, the numbers and increasing numbers of that has expanded so greatly, just with your illustration of hiring someone who either speaks or is French or Greek or Indian. That's phenomenal that you're trained and an expert in that area.
Yeah, and just the demand for, the H-1B visas, the fact that they've kind of run out.
Right.
And, the government has obviously realized that they need to figure out how to expand that capability for companies to bring in, more workers that understand different markets. So yeah, that's been a way for us to engage and try to help them plan out these hirings of teams of people in different locations where they're building out an organization within that country.
Right. Well, and that also flows into the idea that we've talked about in our office about how we're hiring more females, both on the executive search side and with our candidates. More female board members are joining, more female CEOs, and just including the idea behind compensation and allowing female CEOs to be compensated the way they need to be. That's a large trend and a very important trend in our work.
Yeah, we're trying to help really level the playing field amongst these candidates. And I've seen this firsthand, unfortunately, where an offer will be made to one nationality and an offer will be made for less to another nationality. And I pointed out straight away, we are not discriminating. We are not going to move forward with this type of approach. The skills and the abilities are there. So we need to really, look at these candidates with blind eyes and really hear and feel their ability to bring in the necessary qualifications to achieve.
Yeah, that's so good, Scott. That's so important. And that's why lots of organizations and our clients hire us for that DE&I, the diversity, equity, inclusion, and that JEDI concept. We bring that to the table. If there's going to be any indiscriminate operations, we let them see that, we put a spotlight on it, and we help them include a very diverse slate of candidates. Everybody's treated the same, everybody's respected in the same way. That's an important part of how we do our work and how we help our clients.
Yeah, and I think an important part to note here, Nancy, is when our clients are engaging us in these search, they may recommend some people they've heard about through their network, through internal referrals from their colleagues and peers, and we vet those people through the same exact process. There's no favoritism. We basically say, look, we're going to put these people through the same very structured interview qualification screening process, because ultimately we will want to, provide our 1 year replacement guarantee. So that's a way we keep control of the process and the facilitation of making those decisions and make it fair and equal and unbiased for everyone. Right.
Well, Scott, this has been a great conversation. We're wrapping it up. I can't look forward enough to our next time to chat. Any last thoughts to close out our time?
No, I just think this is such a great point of conversation and topic. I look forward to continuing to do this. And for all those who potentially will listen, We welcome the opportunity to engage with you in conversations to share with you the realities of this current market and how we can help you overcome and bring on the best people long term.
Great, great. Okay, see everybody next time.
Thanks so much, Nancy.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.